So we got our truck all ready to go. We got our new motor in there. Everything's running nice and smooth. I really like the truck.
Yes, it's a great truck. When we went down, however, to get things going for putting on the wiring harness, trailer hitch and all that, we discovered that this truck won't work hauling this trailer.
Tinyhouse Prepper. Hi everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth with Tinyhouse Prepper.
Yep, so here's the deal with our truck. We did not buy this truck to pull that trailer.
Absolutely not. Right.
It was actually the other way around. We already had the truck before we bought the trailer.
Right.
And we knew we were going to get a travel trailer eventually, but we figured it'd be several years in the future.
Right.
And this trailer was just, this truck was just going to be kind of a stopgap thing until a couple years from now when we get the trailer, we can also buy a truck to match it, or a van. And then we came upon this incredible deal on this trailer and we snatched it up. And
it's a great little trailer, oh
yep.
My goodness.
And then I went and checked all the numbers on this truck to see if it would pull it. And the trailer, the empty weight is 4,400 pounds. The gross vehicle weight, allowable weight, is 6,000. And when I checked the truck towing capacity, it said 5,800. So I thought, okay, as long as we don't go too far on the trailer and have the trailer overloaded, we're fine.
Watch about our tanks, how much liquid we have in our tanks.
So we got the motor replaced because it went bad, thinking I could tow the trailer. And then when we actually went to start to get the hitch on the truck, I rechecked the numbers and discovered I had looked at the wrong engine size. And when I look at the engine size for this truck, it has a total capacity of 4,500 pounds, which is the empty weight of the trailer. So if we put anything in it at all, we'll be overweight. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that it could physically do it. The problem is the legalities. There's two issues that I've heard about as I've been doing some research. Some states require, you see the truck weigh stations for big semis along the highway. Some states require RVs to pull in there as well. And if you're overweight, you can get fined for it. But even the bigger issue is if we would have an accident and the insurance would find out that I was pulling a trailer that was overweight for the towing capacity of the truck, insurance wouldn't have to pay. And that would be a serious issue.
You know what, and we also just really do want to have it be safe.
Right.
I mean,
absolutely.
We want to do it right.
So now what do? Well, as much as I now really love our little Dakota here with the new motor in it and everything, it's purring like a kitten.
It's a great truck.
We're going to have to sell it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to find something else. So, hey, live and learn, right?
We have a friend that we used to know that said, and he was in Virginia, so he had a real thick accent, and he's like, sometimes you got to get an education, and education costs.
Yep.
And that's true for just life experiences. This is all a new learning curve for us. We're really working on trying to make sure we know how to do this right. And so it'll be okay. God has provided all the way along. And we'll this is going to be a great truck for whoever buys it. And then we're going to go from there.
Yep. So we're going to go find something bigger. We've been talking about what to do between a pickup truck and a full-size van like an Econoline. Pros and cons to both. I think we're kind of leading towards the Econoline just because we can put the Rand Screamer, our tandem bicycle, in the back and keep it out of the weather and that sort of thing. But I don't know. We're still kind of up in the air. We'll just have to find out what kind of deals we can find and go from there.
With talking to this really nice, very sharp man who runs an RV repair place close to here, he's been recommended by 2 or 3 different people to us.
He was recommended by the guy who sold us the trailer and by our mechanic.
Yeah. And we've learned a lot. He has really talked a lot about the difference between a vehicle that you just sort of stick a tow hitch on and one that has been set up to tow.
Right.
There's issues with the transmission. There's issues with just the overall strength of the vehicle. I don't understand all of it. But,
well, if you get a truck or a van that has a tow package on it, it's got a stronger rear end, usually a little bit lower gear ratio, so it has better towing capacity. It has a cooler for the transmission fluid already built in to help keep the transmission. Apparently the transmission is the weak link, and so that helps to keep the transmission low, or the transmission temperature low. It also would have an integrated brake controller for the trailer that's already built in instead of having to add it on. It's also got the wiring harness with heavy duty wires for the trailer instead of having to add all that stuff on. So he just really highly recommended that we find something that has a towing package in it. Now trucks you can usually find. Finding a van, an Econoline or a Chevy Express that has a towing package in it is a little bit more difficult.
Right. We've been trying to start doing some
I've been
research.
looking around, doing
Yeah.
a lot of search on Craigslist out hundreds of miles from where we live, and they're hard to come by. So we might end up with a truck. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, yeah. But so we're not going to freak out about the truck. This is going to work out.
Right. Right. It'll work.
It'll
We'll
work.
just keep working at it until it works.
That's right. We are beyond grateful to all of you, to the Lord, for the fact that after literally just being gone so many hours every week, we can be together and Bill can be home. We're going to try to get more YouTube videos out. We've been really grateful that he has a home business to run, and yeah, this is. I guess I'm kind of excited because it's one way or another. I'm starting to see that there's a possibility that we're going to be able to go visit my sister in Maine and take it along, and then go to Acadia. Take the RV with us. Go out and.
That's Acadia National Park in Maine.
Yeah.
She's wanted to see it for years.
Yeah, I'd love to go up there. Get to go down to Florida, go down and park it by our son's house. Go visit Big Family Homestead. Oh, we'd love to do that. So anyway, it's not here yet, but I'm starting to see some cracks in the eggs on the chickens. So I think some of them are going to start hatching. Anyway, I'm just expressing some of my enthusiasm.
So we're going to go look for a truck.
Yes, we are. Well, or a van, or whatever we can find.
Something.
Well, this one's all nice and pretty, and we're going to be selling it, and we'll start looking.
So it looks like we may have found a truck, but we're going to have to drive to get to it.
A long drive.
Yeah, so we are on a road trip right now. We are going to Alexandria, Virginia, to look at a truck that we found on Craigslist. It's a long enough drive that we're driving down tonight. We're going to get a hotel tonight, and then we'll look at the truck first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
It looks pretty promising. We're pretty excited about it. It's an F-250 05 four-wheel drive. It's got a tow package. It's got the towing capacity is about twice what we need.
Yeah.
So, and it's, yeah, I mentioned it's four-wheel drive. It also has an 8-foot bed, so we'll be able to carry the Screamer
the bicycle.
tandem bicycle in the back of the truck.
Yes.
Which will, right now it doesn't have a cap on it. We'd probably put a cap on it eventually to try to protect the bicycle. But it looks very promising. So we'll let you know after we look at it, see what it's like.
Yep. We really appreciate something like Craigslist because even though it's a long drive, it would have been really difficult to ever find something like this without it. So, we're excited. One way or another, we're going to get that cottage on the road.
That's right. If we can get this, since it's already got the tow package on it, we don't even have to put on a hitch and wiring and all that stuff. We'll be able to just put on a ball and go camping next weekend.
Woohoo!
Anyway, we'll see what happens. Now the next couple of scenes were very frustrating to me because the external microphone was not plugged into the camera, so I have no audio. So I just have to do a voiceover for you. This is the breakfast bar from the hotel the next morning where we stayed at the Super 8 Motel. And Elizabeth was very excited here because she discovered that this was Farmer Brothers coffee. And when she was a kid, her father delivered Farmer Brothers coffee all over Colorado. So she was pretty excited when she saw this. So we finally got to the landscaping company where the truck was, and we discovered it was a pretty large company and it had a whole fleet of trucks. And had come down to look at the '05, which is that one right there in the back. And then we discovered that they also had this '06 available, which is this one. And they both had about the same mileage, 74,000 miles, which was pretty cool. The '06 was $600 more expensive. So we drove the '05, and it was good. It was fine. I was happy with it. And just on a lark, we drove the '06, and that's when I discovered the '06 has cruise control. I was so thrilled with that because we're going to be doing a lot of miles on the highway, and I really wanted cruise control. So we talked the guy down $600 from where he had it initially, and we ended up buying the '06. So it's an '06 F250 four-wheel drive. It's got air conditioning, it's got cruise control, it's got a tow package. So it's got everything that we need with the integrated electronic brakes for the trailer, and it's got all the wiring harness and the trailer hitch and everything on it, extended mirrors to see around the trailer, and it's got an 8-foot bed, which is really cool because now we will be able to carry the Rand Screamer tandem recumbent in the bed of the truck instead of trying to carry it sticking out the sides, because it's actually 8.5 feet long, and if I carry it sideways across the end, legally it's a wide load and I have to put flags on it. We don't know what Elizabeth is saying here, but she's obviously very happy with it, and so am I. Wow.
I know.
What a whirlwind that was.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Thursday morning I went down to find out about getting a trailer hitch on the Dakota. That's when the guy told me that the truck wouldn't haul the trailer. That was Thursday morning. So I came right home, gave her the bad news. I went right to Craigslist to try to find something else. We found this F250 in the Washington, D.C. area. I called the guy, it was still available, so we left immediately and spent the day driving all the way down there. Spent the night in the hotel. Friday morning we bought the truck, brought it back. Saturday morning we got the Durango cleaned up. It's a Dakota.
It's a Dakota.
We got the Dakota cleaned up and put it on Craigslist on Saturday. Sunday, it was gone. It was sold.
Yeah, I mean, literally from Thursday till Sunday, we bought a new truck and sold the old truck. It was amazing.
Thursday morning, we didn't even know we needed a new truck, and by Sunday night, we had the old one sold and the new one bought.
Yeah. Yep.
Amazing.
It is amazing. Yes, it is. well, actually, no, thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. Yep. So, you think this one will do it? Yeah, I think so. I kind of love this big bad boy. This is a cool truck. Oh, this one will definitely do it.
We haven't tried pulling the trailer yet. Let's give it a shot.
Right now, we're not going on a camping trip right now. We're just making sure everything's all set up to work. All right.